Hello guys, good afternoon. Mr. Mario, Marjorie, good afternoon. What are you doing today? Are you ready for the class?
Teacher.
Hello
Yes.
Marjorie. Nice, that's great. Excellent. Hello Mr. Mario, are you there? Marjorie and Mr. Mario, we're going to start with the class. I don't know if your classmates are going to come, but let's start, okay? But first thing first, guys, do you remember the last topic that we were studying last class? Which was the last topic? Marjorie, do you remember?
No, teacher.
You don't remember? Uh-huh. So, we were studying the present perfect continuous, right? And also, I guess you did an evaluation about that topic, right? And right now we're going to start with a new topic. So let's start with this. Let me share that information with you first. Present perfect versus simple past. Okay, so let's start. What's the difference? Present perfect and simple past. Here you have present perfect, unfinished actions that started in the past and continue to the present. So that is an action that started in the past but still continue in the present. For example, here you have this. I have known Julie 14 years, right? And I still know her, right? So that is an action that started in the past but continue in the present. But what about the simple past? Finished actions. I knew Julie for 10 years, but then she moved away and we lost touch. So that is a finished action. I knew her 10 years ago. Now, I don't know what happened to her, but she moved away, right? So in that case, that is a finished action, right? Also, present perfect. A finished action in someone's life. When the person is still alive, life experience. My brother has been to Mexico 3 times. He is alive, my brother, right? And he has been to Mexico how many times? 3 times, right? So he's still alive. So in that case, you can use the present perfect. Past, in this case, a finished action in someone's life when the person is dead. My great grandmother went to Mexico 3 times, but she is dead now, right? So she went to Mexico 3 times. Also, present perfect, a finished action with a result in the present. For example, I've lost my keys. The result is that I can't get into my house now. So that is a finished action with a result in the present. I have lost my keys, so now I can't get into my house because I don't know where they are, right? So, past simple. A finished action with no result in the present. I lost my keys yesterday. It was terrible. If you notice here, you have this phrase or where is it? Yesterday, and you're going to use that one when you talk in simple past. So I lost my keys yesterday. It was terrible. Now there is no result. I got new keys yesterday, right? Also, present perfect with an unfinished time work. Like you can use this week, this month, today, right? So, I've seen John this week. This week. So that is an unfinished action, right? That started in the past, right? And you're using here time work this week, still in the present, right? And simple past with a finished time work, like last week, yesterday, last month, last Saturday, last Friday, etc. Right? So I saw John last week. So that is a finished action. So when you have last week, yesterday, last month, etc., you're going to have simple past. If you have this week, this month, and today, you can use that with present perfect, right? In that case. Here you have the grammar structure for present perfect. First of all, you know that you're going to have what? The subject, then you're going to have the auxiliary have or has, depends of the subject that you have. Also, the past participle, the main verb, you're going to write them down in or write it down in the past participle. And then you're going to have the complement, and that will be an affirmative one. What about negative? Subject plus haven't or hasn't plus past participle plus the complement, right? Question. If it is a just no question, first you're going to have the auxiliary, in this case have or has, depends of the subject, then the subject, the past participle of the word, complement, and don't forget the question mark at the end. What about the past tense? First, you're going to have the subject, the verb, that will be an irregular one or a regular one, right? Then the complement. What about the negative? First, the subject, then you're going to have didn't plus the verb plus the complement. Remember that in a negative one, you are going to write the verb in the base form. You don't need to add ed or to write it in past. No. In the base form, because you are using didn't. And that is the auxiliary for the simple past. Okay? Questions. Just no question. First, the auxiliary did, then the subject plus the verb plus the complement and the question mark at the end, right? Also here you're going to write the verb in the base form because you have did at the beginning, right? So only in the affirmative sentence you're going to use an irregular one or an irregular one, okay? You know this. This is our review. Examples. I broke my leg on holiday last year. That is a sentence in simple past. If you notice here, you have the subject, then the verb in past, complement, and also this keyword that is like last year, right? So that is a finished action. What about this one? I have broken my leg. So in this case, there is an action that started or happened in the past, but still continue in the present. So here you have the subject, the auxiliary have, because you have I here, Broken, that is the past participle of the verb in the complement. Another example, I've known Julie for 10 years, right? Or I have known Julie for 10 years, right? Or you can say it in past, I knew Julie for 10 years. That is a finished action, right? That is an action that started in the past, but still continue in the present, okay? What about this one? My brother has been to Mexico 3 times. So, in that case, that is present perfect, right? And this one, my great-grandmother went to Mexico 3 times. That's another example there, right? But this is simple past. So went, that is a finished action. My great-grandmother is dead, right? But my brother has been to Mexico 3 times. He's still alive, right? I've lost my keys. I lost my keys yesterday. It was terrible. But now I have new ones, right? So that is a finished action. But this one, I've lost my keys. Now I can open my door. That would be another example there, right? So, I've seen John this week. I saw John last week. So that's another one, right? Present perfect, the first one, and simple past, the last one. No? Questions? Marjorie, is everything okay? Do you have questions?
No question, teacher.
Excellent. Mr. Mario Chavarria, do you have questions? No?
For the moment, no, teacher.
Okay, Mr. Mario, perfect. That's good. So let's do the first exercise. If you don't have questions, let's try to do the first exercise, okay? Let's see. Here I have it. Okay. Okay, there you have that one. Past simple or simple past versus present perfect. And there you have the first activity. It says, choose the correct answer. Between parentheses, you have 2 options. One with a present perfect and the other one in simple past. So, there you have the first one. It says, I'm really hungry. I haven't eaten or I didn't eat yet. Here you have this word yet. Do you remember that word, right? So, which one do we need to choose in this case? Haven't eaten or didn't eat? What do you think about that one? Which could be the answer? I'm really hungry. That's present, right? I'm really hungry. So, when you have yet, remember that you have present perfect. So, I haven't eaten yet. I'm really hungry. I haven't eaten yet. Okay? What about the number 2? They arrived or have arrived a week ago. That's another word that you should know, right? So you use this one for simple past, right? So in this case, you can say, they arrived a week ago. So that is simple past, a finished action, right? Number 3, we have worked or we worked here for 3 years. right? For 3 years. Do you remember this word also? You're going to use it with present perfect. So, we have worked here for 3 years, right? Another one, they didn't recognize. In this case, that is British one, but the American one is recognize with Z, right? So in that case, so they didn't recognize or they have recognized me at yesterday's meeting. So yesterday, right? So that is simple past, right? So they didn't recognize me at yesterday's meeting. 5. Our neighbor was or has been in hospital since Friday. Since Friday. That's another word. We use this one with present perfect. So, our neighbor has been in hospital since Friday. Okay? Let's see the last one. Have you traveled or did you travel abroad many times? So, many times, right? In this case, that is not a finished action, that is unfinished. So, have you traveled abroad many times? Right? So, you have to notice also the keywords. For example, yet, present perfect. Ago, simple past. For, present perfect. Yesterday, simple past. Since, present perfect, right? So, let's do the other one. Let's see. It says, complete the sentences with the correct form of the verbs in brackets. Use the past simple or simple past or the present perfect. Here you have some verbs between parentheses. Look at it or look at them, right? And you're going to use those verbs or expressions, to complete those sentences. For example, the first one, John not called me, but that is recently. Recently. So in that case, right, you are going to use what? Present perfect. So John has not, right, called me recently. So that will be the answer for that. John has not called me recently. Okay? So you're going to have around 3 minutes for you to complete that sentences, and then we're going to check them together. Okay? If you can unmute your microphone, please try to participate in the chat. Okay? So you have 3 minutes. Work on those sentences. Use the verb that you have between parentheses. Okay? So remember also, if you have questions, just raise your hand and I will help you. Okay? 3 minutes. 3 minutos, work.
They have brought.
But look at this, Mr. Mario. Last month. So, simple past or present perfect in that case?
Simple past.
Aha, simple past. So, they bought a new car last month, right? So that is simple past. So they bought a new car last month. Excellent. Number 3, Marjorie, do you have the number 3? The teacher The test, and here you have jet. Look, jet.
Um, simple past.
No. Look at this one. This example, jet. Here you have present perfect. So the teacher has, that is negative, right? Has not returned, right? The text yet, right? So the teacher has not returned the test yet, okay? Now, number 4, there you have this. How long she know about this problem? What do you think about this one? Simple past or present perfect? Jeffrey, which one would be that one? Or Justin? Simple past or simple or present perfect?
Present perfect.
Excellent, Justin. That is present perfect. So, how long has she what? She known, right? There you have this. She known about this problem. That would be the answer, right? How long has she known about this problem? Excellent, Justin. That's good. What about this one? It says, you ever such an unbelievable story? Here you have ever, right? So, simple past or present perfect? What do you think about that one? Ever. Uh-huh.
Past simple, teacher.
Present, in the case of present perfect, Jeffrey. Have, right? Have you ever heard? Have you ever heard such an unbelievable story? Right? So that's good, Jeffrey. That is present perfect, and you have simple past, but that's another one. Excellent. What about this one? When I was a child, live in England for 2 years. That's another word, 4. So, what do you think about this one? When I was a child. That is past, right? I lived. Simple past. When I was a child, I lived in England for 2 years. Okay? Excellent. What about this one, Mr. Mario? He buy me a beautiful gift for my birthday. Simple past?
Simple past.
Yes. So he bought me a beautiful gift for my birthday. Excellent, Mr. Mario. What about this one? I am so excited to have a dog. I always want one. So, what do you think here? Simple past or present perfect? I am so excited. That is present, right? So here, I have always wanted, right? One. So that will be in present perfect. So I'm so excited to have a dog. I have always wanted one, right? Okay, excellent, very good. So let's continue. Exercise C. Correct the error or the mistakes in each of the sentences. What about the number 1? Have you ever eat Chinese food? Which could be the mistake here, guys? Which one do you think it will be the mistake? Have you ever eat Chinese food? Do you have a mistake there? An error? Or is that correct? What do you think? Which could be the mistake there? Yes. ¿Creen ustedes que hay un error en esa oración, esa pregunta o está correcta? What do you think? Mr. Mario, is it correct or no?
No.
What is the mistake, Mr. Mario? Which could be the mistake? That is present perfect. So you have the auxiliary. Ah, that's okay. The auxiliary, right? The auxiliary, right? The subject, it's okay. And this word, that's okay. Ah, but what about the verb, right, Mr. Mario? Here you need the past participle of the verb, no the base form. So in this case, you have to say, have you, right, ever eaten, right? That is the past participle. Have you ever eaten Chinese food? Question mark, right? So that would be the answer. The mistake, here you have it, the verb. You have to write it in past participle, okay? So I want you to find the mistakes in these sentences or questions, right? And then we're going to check them together. So you're going to have 4 minutes. 4 minutes for you to work on those sentences. Correct the error in each of these sentences, okay? So work on them. Remember, if you have questions, raise your hand and I will try to help you, okay? So work on them, guys. Okay, let's check the answers. Jeffrey, do you have the number 2? Which could be the answer for that one? What is the mistake first? She has another to move. Oh, let's see. She has another to move city last year. No. Now, first, we have to identify the mistake. Here you have last year. So that would be in simple past. So you don't need to use has because that is for present perfect. So she, right? She moved to another city last year, right? So that will be that one. She moved to another city last year. So this is a mistake, right? Has. So be careful with this. What about the number 3, Mr. Mario? First of all, what is the mistake there? They have sent.
They have not sent out the invitation yet.
Excellent, Mr. Mario. So they have, they have not sent out, right, the invitations yet. Oh, I guess I can write that. Yet, right? So, they have not sent out invitations yet. Or you can say they haven't sent out invitations yet. Because here you have yet and you're going to use that We have negatives and also interrogatives. Excellent, Mr. Mario. Thank you. What about this one, Justin? Jack hasn't seen Jill since she has graduated. Oh, what is the mistake?
Jack I have seen Jill since she has graduated.
Okay, so Jack, right, hasn't seen Jill since she graduated. Excellent. Graduated. Okay, excellent, right? So the mistake here, right, has graduated. No, you don't need to say that. Jack hasn't seen Jill since she graduated. Okay, excellent. Very good. What about the number 5, Marjorie? Mr. Brown already left the office. Mr. Brown already left the office. Or what is missing also? Marjorie? Mr. Brown, okay, Mr. Brown has already left. Excellent. Very good, Marjorie, because you need to use there the present perfect. So, Mr. Brown has, right, already left the office. Very good. Excellent. Nice, Marjorie. Thank you. What about the number 6? Jeffrey. There you have. We haven't been abroad since a year. Which could be the mistake, dear Jeffrey. Which could be? We haven't been abroad since a year. But, okay, you don't know, Jeffrey? Okay, so here, we haven't been, here you have since a year, you can say that, right? So, we haven't been abroad for, you have to use for a year. So that will be the answer. No since. You need to use for a year, right? It's a period of time. So we haven't been abroad for a year in that case. Let's see number 7, Mr. Mario. The lesson has started 10 minutes ago. Ooh.
Is correct, the same.
Is it correct? I don't think so, mister. Because here you're using has, but here you have a go. And remember that when you have a go, you need to use the simple past, right? So, that will be the lesson started, right? That is a finished action. The lesson started 10 minutes ago, right? That's the correct one. The lesson started 10 minutes ago. Okay, so that will be that one, Mr. Mario. And the last one, Marjorie, did she just leave? Oh my God, what is the mistake there? Did she just, oh, let's see, just leave? Oh, no, Marjorie, that is not correct. So, did she just leave? In this case, you have to say, has, right? Has she just? So, has she just left? You need to use in that case the simple present, right? So, nice. Do you have questions? No? Do you have questions, Mr. Mario? No questions at all? No?
No question.
Okay, let's do the last exercise. It says, complete the passage with suitable words. You're going to complete this paragraph using suitable words. For example, I always been very fit and healthy. What do we need here? Always been. So we need to use the auxiliary have. I have always been very fit and healthy. I will write it here, the words that you can use. Okay, maybe you can use for, ago, maybe, ever, let's see, since also, jet, oh, that'll be another one, jet, already, maybe had, that would be past, never, I don't know, never, yes, never, right, for, you have it there, go also, oh, since, I have since there, or just, maybe, you can use just, maybe, right, so, I want you to complete that paragraph or that passage using these words, the words that you have here, okay? So, read it and then you're going to use or to complete, right? Using those words. You're going to have 5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes for you to complete that. This could be the last activity for this day, okay? So remember, if you need my help, just raise your hand and I will try to help you, okay? Work. 5 minutes. And I have had a serious illness. Which one do you write here? Which since? I have had a serious illness. No, Mr. Mario. In this case, you need to use never. I have never had a serious illness. Okay. However, a couple of weeks, what? A couple of weeks, what? Which one? Which word?
Oh.
Ago, yes. Yes, Mr. Mario. A couple of weeks ago, I caught the flu. I must admit that until then, what? Until then, yes? Jeffrey, what? Which one do you have there? Justin, Marjorie? Already? No. Marjorie, yes?
Had.
Excellent. Had. Nice. So I had not realized just how unpleasant the flu could be. I had a high temperature for nearly a week and my whole body hurt. I don't think I have, wow, I have, yes? I don't think I have, yes? Mr. Mario? Never, ever. That's like a similar one. So I don't think I have ever felt so miserable. It's taking me ages to get my strength back. It really bothers me that I haven't had enough energy to play football. Yes? I got it. Since, right? Since I got ill, right? In fact, I have what? In fact, I have been to the doctor. Which one? Marjorie? To feel weak, right? For so long. He says, right? I'll soon feel better. Apparently unlucky. For some people, especially the old and the weak, the flu can be very serious. Doctors have tried what? Yes? Have tried what? Years.
Four.
For excellent. For years to find a cure to the flu, but they haven't found one. What? They haven't found one. What? Yet, right? Fortunately, researchers have developed a vaccine, right, which gives effective protection against the disease. According to my doctor, most of his elderly patients have, that is the last one, have already, already received their flu shots, right? Okay, so there you have it. So listen to the pronunciation and then you're going to help me reading this, okay? So, I have always been very fit and healthy, and I have never had a serious illness. However, a couple of weeks ago, I caught the flu. I must admit that until then, I had not realized just how unpleasant the flu could be. I had a high temperature for nearly a week, and my whole body hurt. I don't think I have ever felt so miserable. It's taking me ages to get my strength back. It really bothers me that I haven't had enough energy to play football since I got ill. In fact, I have already been to the doctor to ask if it's normal to feel weak for so long. He says, I also feel better, apparently, right? I'm lucky. For some people, especially the old and the weak, the flu can be very serious. Doctors have tried for years to find a cure for the flu, but they haven't found one yet. Fortunately, researchers have developed a vaccine which gives effective protection against the disease. According to my doctor, most of his elderly patients have already received their flu shots, right? So, who wants to read it? Mr. Mario, do you want to read it?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I have always been very fit and healthy, and I have never had a serious illness. However, a couple of weeks ago, I caught the flu. I must admit that until then, I had not realized this noise increasing the flu COVID. I have a high temperature for nearly a week, and my whole body hurt. I don't think I have ever some miserable. It's talking the age
Ages. Mm-hmm.
that my strength, but it really blows me that I haven't had enough energy to play football. Since I got ill, in fact, I have already been to the doctor to ask if it's normal to feel wake, wake, away so long. He says kids soon feel better. Apparently, I am looking for some people, especially the old and the weight that look can be very serious. Doctors have tried for years to find a cure for the flu, but they haven't found one yet. Fortunately, researchers have developed a vaccines with good effective protection against rabies. According to my doctor, was out is elderly patient have already decided their flu shots.
Okay. Perfect, Mr. Mario. Thank you. Nice. Who else? Jeffrey, maybe? Or Justin? Marjorie? Who wants to read it? Who wants to try it?
No, Betty.
Oh, all of this. Todo.
Have I raised them very fifth and health, and I never had a serious illness. However, a couple of weeks I found the flu in most admit unit 10 had not realized how unpleasant el flu could be around a king temperature for nearly a week and my body hurt. I don't think I ever felt so my head is taking me against to head my strange back. It really bothers me that I haven't had enough energy to play football since I got ill. In fact, I already been to the doctor to ask if it's normal to feel weak or so long. He says it sounds feel better. Apparently, Jan look for some people, especially health O and T. Weak people can be very serious doctors.
tried 4 years to think a call for 52, but they have found only yet 49 researchers have developed a vaccine which has effective protection against the disease according to my doctor. Most of his elderly patients have already received their flu shot.
Okay, excellent. Thank you, Jeffrey. So here you have some words: healthy, illness, caught, realized. Realized. Remember that that is with Z, right? Realized. Also, developed. Developed. Vaccinated, right? Received, right? Don't forget the pronunciation of those words, guys, okay? I don't know if you have any questions or comments. Remember that today we started with the model 2, okay? So I hope that you have already done all your evaluations because today we started with the model 2, okay? So do you have questions, comments? Is everything clear? No? Questions? Mr. Mario, Marjorie, do you have questions, comments? No?
No question, teacher.
Okay, Mr. Mario, you don't have questions. So guys, if you don't have questions or comments, let's continue the next class. Okay? Have a nice week. Take care a lot. And remember, if you have questions, you can ask me on WhatsApp or also on Google Chat. Okay? So guys, bye bye. Take care a lot.
Bye bye, teacher. Take care.
Bye bye, Mr. Mario. See you. Take care.
See you next class.
See you, Mr. Mario. Bye bye.
Goodbye, teacher.
Goodbye, Justin.
Bye,
Bye bye,
teacher.
Jeffrey. Bye, Marjorie. Take care.